5 genes. Yes, researchers have identified 5 key genes in the human body which are linked with most severe form of COVID-19. You're watching TV9 News. I'm Prajwal D'Souza, and today I will tell you how these 5 genes will help researchers repurpose several existing drugs to treat people who are at a high risk of getting infected from COVID-19. Researchers from Edinburgh University studied the DNA of almost 2,700 COVID-19 patients in 208 intensive care units across Britain, found out these 5 genes which played a central role in many severe COVID-19 cases across the world. Which are those 5 genes? These 5 genes include IFNA2, TYK2, OAS1, DPP9 and CCR2. So how does this identification help the researchers to target the specific genes and repurpose the drugs to treat the illness? To answer these questions, I am joined by Dr. Sitesh Roy, an immunologist from Mumbai. Dr. Roy, what are these 5 genes and what is their function?
So Prajwal, these 5 genes that you have mentioned have a very important role in producing an inflammatory reaction which is important for fighting of viruses. So they have antiviral function. Some enhance the antiviral function and some cause a reverse reaction during an infection, and hence they have a very important role in the various pathways that produce substances called interferons, which are critically important for fighting off viruses and also lead to the intracellular mechanisms within the cell by which these interferons extend their function and produce the results that are required by nature in our body.
Dr. Roy, now how will these 5 genes help the researchers to repurpose the drugs for COVID treatment?
Knowing the key genes that are involved in the patients who have had severe COVID infection, we will be able to then recognize the key targets to which we have to provide the treatments by recognizing those targets through these genes and what their function and effect are in the human body, rather than having hundreds of drugs which are being potentially repurposed right now. We can focus on maybe 10 or 12 different drugs which work on these 5 gene targets.
Now, how can researchers use the information from the study to target specific antiviral and anti-inflammatory pathways?
We know that from studies in bats, interferon 1 is a very critical mechanism by which bats fight off coronaviruses. Now we know that IFNAR2, which is one of the genes that they have found amongst the 5 genes, to be also very important for patients who are having severe COVID. Information like this can be connected by researchers, and we have already therapies that are working on interferon A and interferon 1A, 1B.
So what are some of the drugs that could be repurposed?
So when we look at the drugs that are currently available, for example, the interferon alpha and beta subunit medicines such as Avonex or Infergen, these have a role currently in multiple sclerosis, in hepatitis C, and these have a very specific mechanism by which they work. And so recognizing their function and effect, knowing their side effects, recognizing that these are approved already for human use, the trials would be able to progress a lot faster.
This study and its findings are again very important, which the researchers could use to repurpose some of the drugs that could be used to treat patients who are at the risk of getting critically ill with COVID-19. If you like this video, do click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to TV9 News on all the social media platforms. Thank you for watching and have a great day.